come and get it.
Hi guys, welcome back. And yes, today we're going to be looking at a little starter kit, the Night TC kit. This is the Night V1 mod and the Talus V1 tank, which we will dive down close and have a look at it. This is from a company called Smoant. I think there's a different way of pronouncing it, but that's the way I'm going to pronounce it. So Smoant, and this is the Night TC kit. So let's dive down close and have a little look at it, and then we'll pop back up and we'll have a vape on it and have a chat. So guys, this is the box that the TC kit comes in. You can buy the device on its own, and you can also buy the tank on its own as well, or you can buy it as a kit. You would have seen a while ago I did a review of their other tank, the Charman. I believe that's what it's called. Their sub tank. This is their starter kit, so we'll have a little look. On the back you do have, apparently it's pocket mod, classy and portable, able to adjust airflow control ring, match with all standard tanks up to 23 mil, does watts, voltage, TC, nickel, titanium and stainless. In this you get the kit, a USB, silicone cap, 2 user manual. It is top filling, the tank that comes with it. It is removable, and the coils they do are Clapton, Campvol, stainless steel and titanium. Airflow control, and in this I got a 0.5 Clapton coil, which we'll speak about, and also a titanium coil, and obviously the box and little bits. I did get this product free for review. So inside you do have a little manual telling you all about the device, and everything like that. Power 1 watt to 60 watts, voltage 0.5 to 7 volts. TC is nickel, titanium and stainless steel. Atomizer resistance, temp control range 200 to 600 Fahrenheit. Material zinc alloy with ceramic baking, and the size is 83 millimeters to 25.5 and 50.5. We will run through all that. All the screen prompts. It has no atomizer, shorted, low resistance, which is, it runs down to a 0.1, 2 ohm and 0.08 in TC mode if the resistance is higher than 2 ohms or lower than 0.08. Dry coil, low battery and 2 hot. Also you get a card that actually tells you the battery has reverse protection, and pleased to make sure that the battery goes positive down, which I'll show you. The little battery cap. You get some cotton, some O-rings. It is the drip tip and the device, which is a bit of a pain to get out when it's in. Put that to one side a sec, and then in this box here was really careful, because what happened to me is when I got this, I didn't realise it came with this drip tip, because it wasn't in the tank. For whatever reason, they decided not to put it in the tank. It was actually inside this box at the bottom, so depending on what end you opened it from. It was, for me, it was underneath the USB, so I just looked in there, went, yeah, USB cable, and closed it back up, because I've got loads of these micro USB leads laying around. Here I have their Clapton 0.5 ohm coil that they recommend between 25 and 40 watts, and this is pretty much, their coils are pretty much identical to the Kanga coils, the new Kanga sub-ohm coils, which are actually interchangeable with this tank. Is what I've got running it at the moment, is a 0.5 stainless steel coil. So good to know that the newer Kanga coils, and also I do believe the old Kanga coils also are interchangeable. One bad thing, the Clapton coil is what came in with the tank, which was already set up, and it lasted me 2 days, and the coil was no good. So I'm not sure if I just got a bad coil, but like I say, 2 days of vaping on it, and it was ruined. So we'll take a quick look at the tank, and then we'll have a look at the device. So this is the tank. You have your airflow. It only locks in obviously when it's closed and wide open, but it isn't loose, so it won't just, if you set it there, it's not gonna move. It won't move easily. You do need to push it to get it to move, so you can adjust your airflow to where you want it, which is quite nice. Not that keen on this shape around the top there. You can run it without the drip tip, but they do give you a drip tip for it. Also, it is top fill, so you can just unscrew, and it is just a top fill tank, which is quite nice. I did put the titanium coil in this, but I hated it. The first time I'd ever used a titanium coil, and I absolutely hated the flavour of the titanium, so I stopped using it just because I didn't like the taste that I was getting from the titanium. But it did work really well in temp control with the titanium coil, so I'm quite happy about that. I've had no leaking issues with this tank. There is the base coil, just screws in there, really simple, and like I say, it is a top fill So the only time you need to be unscrewing the bottom is to replace your coil, which, especially with this design that they've gone for, that you put your tank inside, definitely makes life that much easier just to fill your tank. Also, if you look closely, just there is an Allen key which you can actually take out, and then this whole 510 actually spins round. So what I had the first time I put this on, my airflow was being like that, so one was at the back and one was at the front. So all you need to do is screw down your atomizer, find out where your airflow lands, and then you can just make that small adjustment of spinning that 510 round, and there's loads of little holes round, so you can just then screw it into where you need it when you've adjusted it, which is nice. So now I have the airflows on both sides of the big gaps. This does fit up to a 23 mil tank. This is a 22, but it allows you to run up to a 23 on this device, which is really nice as well, because it gives you that option of using other tanks that you already own if you just want the kit. We'll have a look at the battery. You can sometimes, if you get your fingers on it, you can just twist this rubber piece, but it's not going to work for me, and I can't get my nails under there that well, so I have to use something nice and flat and then pop off the rubber, and there you have the battery cap. Like I showed you, it does go positive down, so positive down in there. I did try my Sony VTC, and I had a lot of movement in the battery, which was actually making the board lose connection with the battery. It was cutting on and off. But with these, and this is a Samsung, and with eFests, I've had no problems. I haven't tried any of the LG Browns, which is probably what you may want to run in this, just to give you that bit of more battery life. So then all you do, screw down your battery cap, and you may get a little, there you go, Smoant Night V1. So that's tight. Like I said, I was getting, when I was moving it, I could hear the battery rattle, and it was cutting on and off the board. Some people have mentioned about battery venting. There are plenty of holes on there, guys. There's none on the bottom, but I do believe this little piece of rubber, if that battery did vent for any reason, that rubber would pop off. But with all the protection this has got on it, I don't see there being an issue. Yes, there's a case that something could go wrong, but I do believe that the pressure of the battery venting would just pop that piece of rubber off, because it's not that tight in there. You just need nails to be able to get underneath it to grab it if you want to take it off. So we'll have a little look. As you can see, my battery's getting low. This does run up to 60 watts. I don't believe it round robins. Nope, it stops at 60 watts. I've been running this at 30 watts, obviously running a 0.5 coil. And then you can go into, if you click the fire button 3 times, you have your modes. So wattage, voltage mode, nickel, titanium, and then stainless steel. I don't understand why they put voltage and wattage mode on here, because when you're in watts you've got your volts down there as well, and if you're in volts you've got volts and then watts again. So I'm not sure why. I'll just turn it off. 5 clicks to turn it on and off. So I'm not sure why they put both the options on there, when with both you get the watts and the voltage anyway. But they did. Hold the fire button and the up button, you can turn your screen so you can have it in right mode, and then obviously if you hold it again, put it back to left mode. That's where I've been running it. If you hold the fire button and the down button, if it comes back, nothing. Okay, you can, I believe, hold the up and down will lock your wattage. So if we hold them again, and now we can adjust again. Buttons are a little bit rattly, but it's not too bad. The other thing also you do get with this tank, guys, like I said, you can use the Kanga coils in this as well. I can also show you now as well the airflow, because I moved that adjusted the 510. My airflow is actually either side now, where before I had one at the front and one at the back. You have got a USB port there for charging your battery. I would suggest not to, just because according to the manual, that charging port is only half an amp charging rate. So even being a single 18650, it's gonna take between 3 or 4 hours to charge using the USB port. So I would suggest just taking out your battery and putting in a new one when it's when the battery's low. Also, the Telus V1 does come with RBA section, which is the Kanga version 2 RBA section, which for me personally, I do not like this RBA section. Easy to build on, but I just don't get no flavour, and just the whole vape production is just awful for me. I just do not like this RBA section. But yeah, you do get the RBA section with the Telus V1. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it. Like I say, nice for a nice starter kit for people just wanting to get into vaping, or if they're just happy with a nice 0.5 ohm coil. 30 watts does you perfect, and the battery lasts quite a while on 30 watts. And it's quite nice. It's good for a starter kit, definitely, or somebody, like I say, that's just doesn't want to get into, you know, the big power low ohm builds. It's a really nice kit. So yeah, let's pop back up top. We'll have a chat and we'll have a vape. So there you go, guys, that is the Telus V1. The coils they do is a Clapton coil, which is 0.5 ohms. They do a 2 food grade stainless steel 316 coil, which is again 0.5 ohms. Their titanium coil is also 0.5 ohms, and they do a Camphol dual coil, which is 0.3 ohms. And then obviously you also get the lovely RBA section. Some people, I know some people enjoyed the Kanga RBA. but I didn't like it when I had the sub tank, and it is exactly the same. I've built on it, I've whipped it, I tried it, and again, even in this tank, I just couldn't get on with it. But like I said, for somebody that likes this sort of vaping, it's really good. I like it. It does take a while to get used to how to hold it. I've usually been resting my thumb on the top, and then I usually leave this finger, my pointy finger, hanging out, and I usually use my middle finger to press the fire button. Or you can have it the other way and put your pointy finger on the top and then use your thumb to fire it. There's plenty of different ways to hold it. Like if you like using your pointy finger to fire, you can rest 2 of your fingers on the bottom, and then you can use your pointy finger to do it. But I've got used to holding it and firing it with my middle finger. But yeah, I really like it. It's a nice kit. Not something that I would use on a day-to-day basis, just because I'm usually on a box with a dripper at higher wattage on a lower build. But for somebody who likes this style of vaping, definitely. So you've got the Night V1 that you can buy separately, the Talus V1 that you can buy separately, or you can buy as the Night TC kit. It does come in white and black. I believe it may also come in stainless steel, because I know the tank they're selling in white, black and stainless, but I only see the mod in white and black, so they may be doing a stainless steel mod. I'm not too sure about that. The temp control for me, it was good on the titanium. I did try running it on the stainless steel coil, and I'm not sure this was a pre-production version, but I had problems with the temp control with the stainless steel coils. It wasn't hitting the temperature, and I was having to use it at like 600 Fahrenheit to get a good vapor production out of it. So I'm not sure if they've improved that on the newer ones that are now out on sale. But if you get any issues, you can contact them, and I'm sure they will sort it out. That is it, guys. I know this has been a really long review. There's quite a few different bits, obviously being a kit to go over. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover. I think I have, guys. I hope so. If I haven't, then I'll do an update video. But I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. So guys, that is the Night TC kit from Smoant. Their website will be linked in the description, so you can go and check it out. I believe the device is around £30, and I believe the tank is around £15. I'm not sure what the whole kit is going for, but work it out, about 45 pound. It should be the whole kit. So yeah, guys, we'll have another vape. So guys, if you enjoyed the review and it helped you make your mind up, please like, share and subscribe. And remember guys, stay safe and keep on vaping.